Hey guys, how's it going? Daniel here. So if you're like me and you take a lot of photos with your iPhone, for whatever reason, you want to share them, of course, on Instagram. Maybe your iPhone camera is your main camera phone, and you maybe want to add some photos to your personal portfolio, or you just want to capture the moments. And today I want to share with you guys some cool apps that I use daily to help me edit my photos before I upload them to Instagram or before I update them to my personal portfolio. So let's begin. So the first app here is called Snapseed. So what I like about Snapseed is not only because it's made by Google and it's free to download, but it's super lightweight and it has a ton of powerful features to help your photos stand out. So first off, of course, you have filters. So here, of course, is an image I'm going to use as an example, and there's a ton of filters here that you can use and look fantastic as well. And so yeah, I'm gonna just choose this one, and then from there, if you like it, you could just quickly go to click on check mark and you're good to go. Or there we go, sorry. And then you go to tools, and then you have all these tools here to tune your images more, even much more. So you could go into your tune images, of course. You could go control brightness, contrast, saturation. So all the powerful editing tools that you find on other powerful software, you have them right here with Snapseed. And what I like about this is just really easy to use. And yeah, there's just a ton of cool, powerful features here that I use a lot whenever I want to edit a photo on Snapseed. And then I save it to the iPhone. And then whenever I'm ready, I want to share it on Instagram or save it on my personal portfolio. I have it there. So yeah, it's just an awesome, awesome app to have if you're into editing photos, of course. Another one is called VSCO. So VSCO is probably one of my favorite apps for editing my photos. And what I like about this is a ton of the cool filters that it has. So here's an example, of course, of a cool architecture photography. I mean, photo that I took a while back. And so let's go to edit this photo here. And of course here you have a ton of filters that you can choose from as well. So here of course are the for personal the membership version of it. So if you're not a member you can't use that filter. But even if you're not a member, there's still a ton of free filters that you can use and really awesome ones to make your photo stand out. So let's go with this black and white one just because it looks really cool and I just like how it looks. And then let's play around with the exposure. So let's just go a little bit like that. Yeah, like that. That's good enough. The contrast, let's see how it looks. I like to play around to see how it's going to look both ways. And I like the dark style of it, so let's keep it like that. And then I think we're gonna sharpen. No, it doesn't need to be sharpened, but if you want, you can. Oops, go to adjust again, and if you want to make it square, more rectangular, but no, I'm gonna keep it like how it is. Saturation, so let's play around with that. So no, we'll keep it like that for now. I like it like that. And so that's how I mostly edit my photography here on VSCO. Here I just play around with the settings there. White balance, of course. Want to go temperature. Oh, there we go. That's nice. So I like the reflection, how it pops there. So we'll keep it like that. So yeah, and I like it like that. I don't want to play around too much with it. I like it how it is. And we'll go to next. And there you go. We pretty much have a cool photo edited on VSCO. And if you want, you could save it, of course, to your camera roll. So I'm going to save it to my camera roll, and there we go. it's saved. So yeah, it's just an awesome app that I really like to use. Is VSCO, because there's a ton of cool filters. And if you're in the membership program, then you get, of course, exclusive filters and exclusive tools that you can use to even edit further your photos on the iPhone. Next, of course, is Lightroom. So Lightroom, of course, is one of my favorite Adobe apps on the iPhone to edit my photography here. So of course, to have Lightroom, you do have to have the Adobe photography membership. So you pay $10 a month, which I do, and you get Adobe Photoshop and you get Lightroom as well. And Lightroom, of course, is my favorite way to edit photography, my photos on the iPhone. Of course, maybe in the future, since Adobe is working on Photoshop for the iPad, hopefully I'll be able to play around with that in the near future. But here, Lightroom, of course, is a powerful app here. And yeah, so let's play around with the edit of this photography here. So we're gonna go to, there we go. Okay, so you could play around with the light here, and it won't let me for some reason. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're gonna go back and get another photo instead, since it does not want to work for me. So there we go. Okay, we'll start here. Okay, so it does not want to edit for me. Okay, we're gonna use a photo. There we go. So I was clicking on the wrong one. So here, of course, on your exposure here, you can play around with the exposure, contrast. I like having the colors really pop, so that's why I like having the contrast really high up. The color, of course. Yeah, I like that actually. I don't want to change it too much. And of course, the radius of it. There we go. So yeah, I like it like that. It's nice and simple. I like how the lens pops there. The background color, the red really just pops as well. So we're just gonna keep it like that, and we're just gonna save it like that. And yeah, so if you want now, you can of course share it directly from here to Instagram or whatever other networks you want, or you could just save it to your camera roll. And I always like to save it in the maximum availability. And so there we go. And it does take a little longer, but usually it doesn't take too long to save the photo on your iPhone. And there we go, it's saved. So another awesome app that I use and play around with the filters, of course, before I share my photography is Darkroom. It's probably the most used app I use, second to Lightroom on the iPhone to edit my photos here. So let's play around with this one here. So this is a cool macro shot that I used with the moment macro lens here. So we're gonna click on the filters. Of course, choose a cool filter that I like. So I'm gonna choose something simple like this one, and then we're gonna play with the brightness of it, a little bit more contrast. I like the colors. I like it to pop. I like my photography to pop, and there we go. So the curves, we're gonna choose, oh nope. See, I like to just try everything, trial and error, just so I could find it just how I like it. And there we go, I like it like that. And if you want, what I like about this app is the borders here that you can add. So let's keep it with that border there, and I like it like that, so we're just gonna save it. And save copy, and there we go, I saved the copy. Next is not a photo editing app, but a cool way to control your photos and how much photo storage you have on your iPhone. So it's Gemini, which is a super simple app to use, and really powerful because it could delete a lot of your old or duplicate photography that you have, or screenshots or other stuff. And what I like about this app also, if you have a blurry photo that you maybe don't want to use, but you don't know that you have that blurry photo in your stock file there, on your iPhone, you could quickly just go on this section here called blurred, and then it'll find all the photography that's blurry, and maybe you just want to delete them because they're taking up space, and you can quickly delete the photography from there as well. So you go to so here are all the photos I took during the month of July. So 9 photos I took that I really like. Of course, I deleted a few, so I took a lot more than this. But yeah, it's just an easy way to control your photography and see how many you have on your iPhone so that it's not taking up too much storage on your iPhone. Next is Afterlight. So Afterlight is another cool editing app which I like to use the filter. So let's play around with this one. So let's use this one here and let's start playing around with it. So I like this one, or yeah, there we go, that one. Okay, so we're gonna go to is here to adjustments. We'll go to brightness, of course. There we go. Okay, so let's play around with it. There, I don't want to do too much to it. And brightness. And I think that's good enough. So I don't want to play around too much and make it like too fake, the photo. So I'm just going to leave it like that. And just go to next. And then from there, of course, you have the option to save it and share it directly to any network you want, which is really awesome. And of course, another frame option. So if you like the frames, you can have frames here as well. I like just have a small little white border out there. Of course, if you want it more thick, you can have it more thick. But I just like it really thin right there. And that's it. Max saved. Max. And we're good to go. And they're saved. There we go. Saved. Nice and easy. And next we have Helios. So Helios is an awesome app that's not an editing app or anything like that. But this app will help you take those golden hour or blue hour shots throughout the day. So if you want to wake up really early and you want to know the best time to capture that sunrise image, then this app is going to help you. It's going to tell you the time for sunset as well, golden hour as well, blue hour, which is one of my favorite times to go out and shoot. And so yeah, and what's awesome, of course, is the calendar here, so you can see kind of the future of what time you want to go out to capture that image that you want to capture of the sunrise or the sunset. So yeah, it's just an awesome app just to have handy if you're into taking some cool images that you might want to take using the sun. So maybe landscape photography or cool urban type of photography, which is really neat as well. And next and not least, we have DSqueeze. So DSqueeze is an awesome app that I like to use. And this app, of course, if you have an anamorphic lens attached to your iPhone, DSqueeze will help you desqueeze the photos. So an anamorphic lens, when you capture the course, it comes out really squished up and squared, which is normal because the iPhone doesn't know that you have an anamorphic lens attached to it. But with DSqueeze, of course, you can quickly just desqueeze the photo and you'll get that nice wide screen photo with the anamorphic lens effect as well, which is really neat. And yeah, so you can quickly desqueeze any anamorphic image that you have using DSqueeze right there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the top photo editing apps that I use on a daily basis to edit my photos. So I use Snapseed, of course, mostly for simplicity. So if I don't want to go too crazy on editing my images, then I use Snapseed. VSCO I use if I want those exclusive filters, or maybe I just want to look at some ideas, so I just go to VSCO. Lightroom, of course, if I really want to go into a crazy powerful like editing image, then I'll use Lightroom. Darkroom is my Instagram kind of filter app, so I use that to choose whatever filter I want to use and then just quickly upload it to Instagram after. And then of course Afterlight is just a cool extra filter app that I like to use to edit my photos as well. And Helios, of course, just to capture the blue hour or sunrise or sunset with the iPhone. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do subscribe to the channel. And as always, I will see you guys later. Peace.